Welcome back to your daily dose with my pal Gavin, who's miserable but enjoying the conversation, that's so honest. I love your vulnerability right there, man.
What are you talking about? No, I did say that and keep repeating. Yeah, it's so it's fun is that's not always fun, but it's very interesting. You can be in this miserable state as I am now off meds and turn my stimulation off. And otherwise it's like a real dark place and my brain is foggy. I'm cold and I just want to get out of this state. But yet when you have an engaging conversation or something engaging, you're really deeply engaging your mind or your heart, like all that stuff kind of doesn't exist anymore. It can really give you an escape, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. And I love that stuff, and that's the big important stuff in life. And so that's why I often put myself in these kind of places intentionally, because it really cuts down to like the very basics of who you are, and you have no use for bullshit anymore when you're like this because it's not going to help you. You get just the real stuff, and that's all you want to deliver, and that's all you want to hear. And you have to call out bullshit on yourself and others because you don't have time to hear that. Like that's only going to make things worse. But if you're talking truth, it's sort of getting into what you think might be answers and feel connected. Like you said, it's like a connection with people. The mind body effect really is so strong, and you start feeling good again, and so you feel like, hey, this is important. It's meaningful, and takes you out of that misery. I'm honestly not miserable right now.
That's beautiful. Well, I love that you're talking truth. I think that's so important. I think there are so many unfortunate, well-meaning lies that people tell themselves, deceive themselves. Avoidance is probably the biggest one, that just kind of, trying to act like that thing's not there, or, whether that's Parkinson's or anything else. Because as you know, you get Parkinson's, it's not like everything else goes away. You still have a life well beyond Parkinson's, and the human condition is tough on its own. So I like that no bullshit mantra and stepping up. And it's something we've been doing this in the Christmas movie Hero's Journey, watching series of Christmas movies, and the theme of telling the truth at Christmas comes up with characters a lot, where they keep saying, you know what, it's the time of year, there's too much on the line, it's the end of the year, it's expectations and all this stuff, and I can't lie anymore. I've got to tell you the truth about how I feel. And it's often love and family and heightened and crazy. Yeah, man. So thank you for doing that. And thank you for how flow plays into that. Because flow is exactly what you and I are doing right now.
Yeah, that reminds me. I have to be honest and go tell my kids there's no Santa Claus. So thank you. Hey, yeah, it's like we can convince ourselves that this little lie is okay and that's okay, and you don't have to reveal all the truth. That's for sure. But Parkinson's really has a way of kind of vetting, or any really significant challenge probably has a way of like vetting the important stuff and like the what's real and what's truthful, and the lies that we tell ourselves, because they're constant. They're constant. The lies we tell ourselves, oftentimes the lies we wear in public or tell other people, and that creates this disharmony in us, and this lack of peace. And I really and that's where it interrupts the flow. So the way I see things is there these we have this filter, and filter comes up when we stop to think, oh, do we really want to say that, or is that the message we want to convey, or how's this going to make us look?
Yeah.
Take off that filter, it will make you look kind of different or cold or weird. But when you take off that filter, and that's the real you, and that's you want to know you're really connecting with dealing with real issues and being real with people, and that's what improv helps you do, is take off that filter. And that's what art helps you do, and music, and even in athletics when you're just out there, it's just a game in the backyard with your friends, and nothing, they feel like there's nothing on the line you're gonna fight that fear of failure or embarrassment, or you're not going to meet expectations. And when you're just playing out there in the backyard with your friends, it doesn't get any better than that. That's true living.
Yeah, it is. We play for the sake of playing, and that's a natural state that too many of us, for various reasons, we deny. We don't accept the validity and power of play. in that flow state, improvisationally, like you mentioned, with trusted friends, and, or even, fair competitors, I mean, it might be, a seeming, enemy. However, if it's within the scope of some rules you can agree upon, that can be some of the best competition there is, that heightens you both, that sharpens the sword on both sides. So I love it all.
Yes, takes you away from all your struggles and problems when you can just sort of lose yourself in that play and that competition, or that back and forth, that chess match or football, or whatever it is, it just grips you and makes you fully challenge yourself and get the most out of yourself. That's what, frankly, I'm probably addicted to now. Like, getting the most out of myself. And if you have a quick minute, as an aside, I've struck up this relationship with a baseball player, professional player. It's an oddest relationship between he and I, but I love baseball. He's very curious and open-minded, and like is very interested in what I've learned about through Parkinson's. And he's always looking for an edge in baseball. We've struck up this really good friendship, and he's just a great guy. And now, 16 years into Parkinson's, when he's done playing, maybe it's next year, maybe it's 3 or 4 years down the road, he wants to have me on his coaching staff, and I'll be hopefully a college baseball coach under him. Go figure life, right?
That again,
It's a movie. You never know.
you don't know. You never do. Shoot, Gavin, I'm sorry I have to go and break the flow, my friend, because this is great stuff. And here's the great thing about this, just knowing how easy this is to do. The dose is here. I'm here, you're there. We can connect like this. We got a lot more to talk about. I just want to thank you for coming on today.
Well, thanks for having me, Robert. It's a great conversation. Yeah, I enjoy all of your daily doses.
All right. Well, you're gonna be back for more, my friend. I'll see you again soon. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you. Okay.
Oh, you too very much. I'm gonna go take a pill now and sort of come back to life, and but I'll remember this well.
Me too, my friend.
Talk to you later.
Well. Take care. Bye bye.